I didn't make a conscious decision that I'm going to write crime thrillers. I've talked elsewhere about my inspiration that started me off writing Cut Short. There are three elements, I think, that make up a good book: plot, character, and structure. And I'm going to talk a little bit now about character. That is what interests me the most. Although out of the three elements, I think structure is the most important. And by structure, I don't mean what happens. That's the storyline, the plot. Structure is where things are placed, so that you have your most gripping moments carefully spaced out to keep your reader interested. And that applies in any sort of writing. If you're writing an article for a newspaper, if you write all your interesting points at the beginning, then your readers might lose interest halfway through. If you save all the interesting bits till the end, your readers might not get there. So structure is very, very key. Plot is clearly important in the kind of books that I write, because I write murder stories. And I like to keep my reader reading along with me, keep them guessing a little bit, keep them excited. And so the storyline has to be strong. But what really interests me is character. Marcel Berlin's writing in the Times was kind enough to describe my books as psychologically acute. Barry Forshaw in Crime Time said that my books take you into the darkest recesses of the human psyche. I'm not quite sure how I get there, but character fascinates me, and the characters of my killers intrigues me probably most of all. What is it that motivates one person to kill another human being? It's a huge question, and it goes to the heart, perhaps, of what I've talked about elsewhere as the appeal of crime fiction as being good against evil. Because it is clearly an evil act to take the life of another person. But, that said, a lot of killers are people who have been damaged. And in some ways, so far at least, all of my killers have been victims almost as much as the people that they kill. I do try to see the world through my character's eyes, and I think it might be quite a challenge to see the world through the eyes of someone who is totally evil. It's a big question. It's been debated quite often. Is there such a thing as evil? Does evil really exist? I don't really know, but certainly a lot of my characters perform very evil acts because they go around killing people. And in each of my books, I've tried to explore this question in a slightly different way. So in Cut Short, I do have, it's not giving too much away because it tells you on the back of the book, I do have a serial killer who is quite a damaged person. In Road Closed, I've tried to look at a slightly different type of killer. At Dead End, I approached this character again in a slightly different way. And in the book that will be coming out in 2012, again, my killer is coming from a slightly different place. It's a fascinating question.